Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he pitched really well. He wasn't necessarily dominant, but turned in a good, solid effort and definitely was a factor in the win here.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious Rail Riders, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Tide, 4 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors. They left 4 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 16 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Having earned a chance to compete for a league championship, these young competitors have gained the respect and fondness.
Devin Baker takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 95.
Into the box, Jeff Big A. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. No balls and 1 strike. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. He'll try again. 1-2. Swing and a foul tip, but that's held onto behind the plate. It's a strikeout for out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th. At the plate, Gabriel Flores. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Chop foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, a very important outing.
It can never be emphasized enough to young players, the importance of closing out a playoff series when the chance presents it.
Devin Baker comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 95.
Digging in, Gabriel Flores. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Strike one to start the at-bat.
Second baseman, Gabriel.
The 0-1. Grounder down the line at third. Fielded cleanly. They get the force, and with that, this series is over.
Hey, I don't care if they're playing in Little League, college, minor, or Major League. Winning a championship feels good. They're the International League champs, and they should enjoy every second of this.
Starting pitching, so obviously important to a team's success, and a great performance given here in this one by the fella you see on your screen.
Holding a modest advantage late in the season, this team is implored to a manager addresses his team before a pivotal series.
attention,
Devin
please.
Baker enters from
Now
the pen to
pitching for the
start
New
the
York
ninth
Yankees.
inning as he'll try to
Number
keep the
95.
score right where it is heading to the
Devin
bottom of the ninth.
Baker, a defensive change for the Yankees. Now catching, number 35, J.C. Realmuto.
Ready for another chance? Jorge Alfaro. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. A little bouncer. Now the 0-1. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Wow, I think the heart of this system is right on top of us because it is really coming down out there. This isn't an easy sport to play in the rain.
Nowak arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
Number 3, Geronimo Peralta.
High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Comes set with the 0-1. Missed with a slider.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The next 1-2 pitch. Another one sent foul.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
And he'll step on first himself for the out. Striding in for Boston, number 41. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Hit down the third base line. This is foul for the first strike. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. Popped him up. And he will make the catch here just in front of the first row, and that will end the inning. So no runs, no. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Howard Leonard. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Leonard.
First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1.
Obviously, it's pretty deflating when you blow a lead in the bottom of the ninth, and now you're still fighting in extra innings. But the fact is, the game is tied, and a win is still very much a possibility, so they have to play that way.
Got him. Bert Holman has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new third baseman.
Third base, number 18, Bert Holman.
He's set. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Bases are empty. 1 man out. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Another 0-2 home. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. 1-2 to the Boston shortstop. Bunt up the line, but it gets fouled. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Hit out towards second. Wade scoops it up, and there's out number 2. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. 0-1 the count. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. So they go quietly here in this half inning. So one will win it here as Rodney Young takes the mound to start the 11th.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is
With the season's outcome coming down to a final series, a manager chooses his words carefully. just days before the 40-round MLB draft. His name having finally been called, an anxious prospect steps up for his turn to put his plate skills on display. Never has this player had the chance to command the attention of so many big league buyers. He looks to make his case for draft consideration. Most of today's Scout Day participants are not considered blue-chip prospects, but they all have blue-chip aspirations. A player looks to follow up his efforts at the plate with a demonstration of solid defensive fundamentals. At the major league level, the defensive standard is near perfection. This prospect looks to deliver as clean a performance as he can. Done for the day and heading back to the locker room, this player is met by one of the scouts in attendance, who reminds him that he's still got one more chance to make an impression on the big league buyers. While preparing for the first of 2 games at the Topps Amateur Showcase, a prospect is approached by a representative of the MLB Scouting Bureau.
Coming to the plate now, Robert Jenkins, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be two. To second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is in now. Joe Briggs. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play one for sure and maybe a second. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Well, that's one of those bats he'll look back on with satisfaction when it's all said and done. It's always nice to show the scouts that you can blast a double and drive in runs at this level, but to do it with 2 outs is even better. Shows the scouts that you have the mental toughness to step up in big situations and deliver. Great, AB.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Romero.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Hayes. And that's the 3rd out. So 2 runs on 2 base hits. Standing in, Todd Hayes. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass. Digging in for his second at-bat, Joe Briggs. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. He's set, and the pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now here's a ball heading for the right field corner. This has the distance, and it stays fair. Home run. So he will touch them all on the grand slam as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, you could dream about coming up big when the stakes are at the highest, or talk about it, but it's a completely different thing to actually step up to the plate and deliver. Bases loaded, the eyes of the baseball world are on him, and he goes yard for...
Striding forward now is the DH, Dwayne Rivera. He flew out in his last at-bat. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. There's 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. Stepping up now, Todd Hayes.
Now batting, left fielder, Todd Hayes.
The 0-1 pitch. Towards second. Scooped up. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Coming to the plate now, Joe Briggs. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Gonzalez going back on it, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Wow, he is definitely having a day he won't soon forget. That's his 2nd double of the game here at the Topps Amateur Showcase, and he's quickly distinguishing himself as the star of this show. When you could rise above the competition that is this good, you're doing yourself a favor and earning yourself some future money.
Stepping into the box, Desmond Curry comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Curry.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Barry Romero. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Striding in, Glenn Erskine. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors. Stepping into the box, Joe Briggs. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. From the stretch. Sent toward first. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Yeah, he's at this showcase to show what he can do. And if he could string a few ABs like that together, he's going to see his stock rise and keep rising. Nothing spectacular, just a solid base knock.
Settling in now, Desmond Curry, and their runners at the corners now.
Desmond Curry.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. And not in time as the run scores. Striding into the box, Barry Ramiro. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Popped up. Suarez is under it, and he's got it for the first down.
Now batting, shortstop, Daniel Mota.
And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Third baseman, number 6, Omar Salinas.
Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Reined in. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score. Ready for another shot now, Joe Briggs. He bats with a homer and 2 doubles to his credit. First pitch coming, here it is. Now a swing and a fly ball. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Right side, but it's well foul. Here it comes, 0-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Suarez over to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So they pick up no run. So coming to the plate, Dwayne Rivera.
Designated hitter,
The 0-1 pitch.
Rivera.
On the ground to second base. This could be the second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. Standing in, Todd Hayes. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. Pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. This one pretty well in the bag. 9th inning coming up. So digging in now, Gavin Irvin. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Gavin Irvin.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. So here's the cleanup hitter, Pablo.
Now batting, catcher, Pablo Reyes.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Do it. On to first, and that will seal matters here this afternoon. 10-3 at the end of this contest. The East scored 10 runs on the way to victory. Denny Riley is the winning pitcher of record. Cesar Tejada was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you, please drive home safely.
Now at the plate, Billy Wilson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the payoff pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Briggs takes it in. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Coming to the plate now, Joe Briggs. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swinging a soft liner. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits. Digging in the switch hitter, Lewis Bauer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Grounded back up the middle. He'll go to the bag for one. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Now at the plate, Joe Briggs.
Leading off the 4th inning.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And that'll split the gap, as it should be extra bases. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. But it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance.
Yeah, the scouts are going to eat this one up. He just blasts this thing into the outfield and has enough speed to cruise into second with a stand-up double. Any hitter that can put that kind of charge into a pitch is going to have a job on a roster. That's the kind of hit that sees your stock rise.
There's ball 4. Digging in once again, Glenn Erskine. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Heading out towards shallow right. Hidalgo is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And he will hasten his way back to first, where he's in there safely. Into the box now, Hector Peralta. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Hector Peralta.
Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. And he'll just step on first here to take the sure out. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Benjamin Silva. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Pitch is a ball. And they will slap the tag on him heading back to third, as he really got stuck at. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Lewis Bauer.
Designated hitter, Lewis Bauer.
Ball grounded to short. This could be 2. He's got it to second for 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Now to the plate, Joe Briggs. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here's the first pitch to him. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But a foul ball here, 0-1. set. Here's the 0-1. Grounded to the right. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. So striding forward now, Joe Briggs.
Second baseman, Joe
First pitch of the at-bat. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. And there he goes towards second. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. 4-2 the final score today. The East led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Denny Riley earns the victory on the mound. Warner Griffin worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that just
With nothing left to do but await his fate, this young hopeful receives a check-in from his former high school coach, who's been acting as his advisor through the process.
Welcome back to the... With the 7th pick, the San Diego Padres select Joe Briggs, a second baseman from the East region.
After a long and lonely first 2 days of the MLB draft, this player's wait is finally over. While being selected is a major milestone, after impressively finishing out his draft year in a development league, this prospect has been sent to open the following season with a Double-A club. A welcoming manager offers some simple wisdom.
Minor League Baseball now on the show as our road trip makes a stop in the Double-A Texas League. Opening night here in this brand new season between the San Antonio Missions and the Arkansas Travelers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Joey Calhoun gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. We'll see if that starts in this one today.
Batting fourth.
Coming to the plate now, Evan White. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. On the ground to second base, this could be two. One there, on to first to complete the double play. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods, just young guys hungry, trying to do damage and move traffic.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-1. At the plate, Bobby O'Neill. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Bobby O'Neill.
The inning as it's sent out to second. And no, I spoke too soon. It's by him for a 2-out hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Leading off for the mission, second baseman.
First offering on its way. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder has a beat on it. Makes the play, one away. Stepping in, Evan White.
First baseman number 23, Evan White.
Hard back up the middle. Scooped up. There's one. On to first, a double play. Stepping in, Joe Briggs. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a... Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Waiting on it, the right fielder, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Cameron Perkins. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Sent on the ground out to second. To second for one. On to first, and they get them both. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Joe Briggs. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. Around second. He's on his way to third. Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. Ready once again, Joe Briggs. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Pulled toward right center field. Number 72 is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Digging in to try it again, Zach Vincent. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going. No, that would be the best result they could hope for. All threat, and he knows it.
On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over. And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. The Missions came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Jamie Stafford claims the win out of the pen, his first. Scott Hackman wraps it up for the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the San Antonio Missions and the Arkansas Travelers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Mitchell Haynes is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy has 3 pitches that he brings into his mix. And if he has all of them working, he has a chance to be really solid. A good pitcher, but he needs command of all 3 of his pitches.
So stepping in, Kyle Lewis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. White on second, Waters at first, 2 out in the inning. On the ground towards short, played on the backhand. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 4 base hits. No error. Now batting, Evan White. He singled his last time up.
Evan White.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Cleanly, 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Into the box now, Joe Briggs. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Fouled away. Runners on first with 1 down. A bullet to first base, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play. Now at the plate, Joe Briggs.
So batter number 3, second baseman, Joe Briggs.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Vickers at second. Cordero is over at first with 1 away. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Long throw to third. And he's safe. To second now, but he's safe. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Boone Devine. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Moving under it, Perkins. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will score on the sacrifice fly. And they're not going to get him at third base either. It's a sac fly and an RBI.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Shane Peterson. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no. Digging in and looking for more, Joe Briggs. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. This is pulled into right. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out old ambush tactics. First pitch fastball middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
Stepping up to the plate, Boone Divine. 0 for 2 with a sacrifice thus far.
Divine.
Popped up. O'Neill moving to his left. 2 gone. Digging in, Shane Peterson. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Briggs, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hit hard to short. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Hats off to that one. 1 hit, 1 left. Now at the plate, Drew Waters. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Ground out to short, right to him. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. So a run on 1 hit, no errors. At the plate, Joe Briggs. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. The windup and the 0-1. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Well, we know what this guy's approach is. He's looking to go absolutely deep right here. I don't see him getting anything over the heart of the plate.
A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's 1st and 2nd now with 2 out. Digging in now, Shane Peterson. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. And a step off. Runner's on his way to 3rd. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between 2nd and 3rd now. 15-2 the final tally here.
A Double-A hitting coach touches base with a new arrival to the team. A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game. A coach clues in a new team member on available resources. A manager gooses his team about a lackluster area of performance. A minor leaguer is assigned temporarily to a new role. This coach wants his players ready to rise to the challenge of clutch moments. A player new to his AA squad gets a tip from one of his coaches. After a brief trial move, this prospect is being returned to his original role. For now, anyways. A manager exhorts his team regarding a deficient area of production. The evaluation of minor league prospects is not only the business of team scouts. Sports agents do their homework as well. From the ranks of hundreds of minor league prospects, the next generation of them, determining which prospects will be those superstars is big business. And getting in on the ground floor is smart business. This prospect has become the object of a notable sports management company's attention. However impressive an agent's qualifications may be, the trading in of a long-time trusted mentor for a corporate wheeler-dealer can feel like a scary step. but a fledgling must leave the nest, for a big world awaits. A manager checks in with his ball club. A first conversation with a new representative can be exhilarating to a young player. A savvy agent will engender confidence in his client, confidence that he has a world, but the measure of a good agent is how well he can turn these possibilities. A player is challenged to raise the bar defensively. A fast-developing young player has gotten the attention of the higher-ups in management. Prospects may not realize how closely they are being watched, and by other organizations as well as their own. Clutch hitting has not been a strength for this team, and their manager lets them know it. A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills. With the season approaching its final stretch, a manager calls for heightened focus from his players. A player is encouraged to turn a weakness into a strength. This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs. A minor league playoff push is an opportunity for developing players to learn what it takes to maintain it. A minor leaguer hears from his agent. A young team gets some extra coaching up from their skipper before the first game of a very big series. Any chance young players get to acquire some postseason experience, being in a hole in a minor league playoff series means an opportunity to teach young men about facing adversity.